Many people that I talk to are super stressed out this time of year because they're writing Christmas cards, they're shopping, they're cooking, they're preparing parties, they're doing all sorts of things to prepare for the holidays. And it always seems like we move from Thanksgiving into instant Christmas overnight, and somehow you're just supposed to throw this Currier and Ives Christmas dinner and everything is supposed to be perfect. The beauty of Christmas is that it doesn't have to be perfect. And I want to point us back to the original Christmas story and invite us to ponder, do you think Mary and Joseph thought the first Christmas was perfect? You know, they're homeless, they're away from home. Mary is obviously about to give birth. There's no place that will take them in. They end up in a stable with animals and manure and straw. And she gives birth in the midst of all of this chaos and mess. Nothing orderly or clean or peaceful about it in one sense, but in the other sense, an absolute peace. The Prince of Peace was born. And so Mary and Joseph must have looked beyond the externals and thought, this is the way God wants it to be, so it's the way that it should be. And they found peace and joy in the midst of all of those unknowns and all of those questions and all of that discomfort. There's a lesson in that for us because our Christmas dinner doesn't have to be perfect. We don't have to mail out 300 Christmas cards. We don't have to have the decorations up on December 1st. So look at what you're doing for Christmas and maybe just scale back in some way and fill in that extra time perhaps with prayer or silence, or reading the scriptures, or spending more time with family, simply turning off the television and just tuning in to the reality of God in your life. Maybe the most radical thing we can do this Advent is to simply sit still and let God love us. It's probably the hardest thing to do, but I think it's the best thing to do. So I just wish you peace in this Advent season. Let yourself off the hook in terms of having to do everything that you think has to be done, because no one is going to hold it against you, and the sun is going to rise tomorrow and Christmas will be as beautiful as it's always been. Maybe we can learn a lesson from how the Grinch stole Christmas. So the Grinch takes all the toys, all the decorations, including the huge tree in the middle of the public square in Whoville, thinks he's stolen Christmas. And yet what happens? Christmas morning, the little Whos come out of their houses and they sing their little Bahu Bori song as if the tree is there. Because Christmas isn't about all that. Christmas is about welcoming Christ into our hearts. So don't let the distractions keep you from being completely in love with the Lord. And think of Mary and Joseph and all that was going on around them. They were laser focused on that baby who was the incarnation of God's love for us.